Welcome back to the Tammy McLean Show on Fox Soul. Before we get into this story, I have to ask my ladies, because I know Ed and Dr. Oleka will have no clue. But I have to ask my ladies, Dominique and Alicia, why do you think Black women were so heavily invested in this story and literally felt stress themselves? So many women I talked to were like, I'm just stressed out. I put on my notifications so I can see when this woman was going to get the glue out of her hair. And I just couldn't take it anymore. And even when I saw her get the glue taken out of her hair, a sense of relief and freedom came across me when that comb went through that first strand. I just felt it. Why do y'all think us Black women were so invested in this?
Well, it's the whole thing about our hair. We thought that she was going to have to be scalp bald. So that's where the stress came from. And I was actually relieved of my stress on Monday because I went to my hairdresser and he told me he knew how to get it out of her hair. He mentioned some type of solvent. He said, no, you can get it out if you know the right thing to do. So I was like, okay. So I thought going to the ER was risky because the people she would encounter in the ER wouldn't know anything. I wouldn't know how to do any of that. But she ended up going to a surgeon, African surgeon, African-American surgeon, and he knew what to do. And I was glad that she got it out. I was able to exhale. But
so you think it was the fact that many Black women, because of how we feel about our hair, felt like she would have had to shave it all off. You think that's why we were so stressed out, Dominique?
Well, I feel like people get mad at me for saying this, but to me, hair is a Black woman's burden because we have so much invested in our hair, and people judge our hair just like they judge Black women for everything else. They make fun of our weaves. They make fun of us if we don't have a weave. They got something to say about our locks. They got something to say about our naturals. And so I think it's all of us have had hair anxiety at work. That's why we had to pass a Crown Act so we can just go to work without having to be fired or harassed because of our hair. And all of us have been judged and had problems because of our hair. So we were all going through this with her. All of us have done things we hated to our hair and regretted it and wished we could undo it. So I think we're all very empathetic and going through this trauma with her.
Yeah, and I mean, and her hair was laid.
Hold that thought, Alicia. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. I got a clip. Let's play the clip, and then we'll get into it.
What? Look.
It was late.
Since then, it's been a little over a month that she's had that hairstyle. Look, ponytails ain't never gonna go out of style, so she good. But our very own, and Dominique and Dominique, I'm sure you know him. I know him. Dr. Michael Obeng out of Los Angeles, California, who works at a Beverly Hills plastic surgeon center. His estranged wife has been on this show, but I've hosted several parties for Dr. Obeng, mommy makeovers and things like that. I used to endorse his plastic surgery company. And Dr. Obeng was the doctor that mixed together a compound that would remove adhesive. And so her hair has been set free. Giving us be free. So Dr. Oleka, Ed, go ahead, weigh in on this.
Go ahead, Ed.
I don't even know where to start other than, I imagine without knowing here that women have tried different things that, different products. And so I think part of the allure was, okay, I've tried something different. Can she get free from it? But, funny, for me, it was just funny. I wasn't following this story. I chuckled when I saw that she put all that in her hair with glue.
And she was really trying to put some Pantene in her head a month later, like it was going to actually do something. But if got to be more careful was a person. That's Tessica. Because what she did made absolutely no sense. I mean, this chick, I'm like, come on. But now we know what Jermaine Jackson been using all these years. Because his head is laid too, baby.
And it don't move nowhere.
It don't go nowhere. Jermaine was the original Gorilla Glue man.